Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome back to another Smite request. This time it was a requested playing Aphrodite in Arena, and it actually took me a very long time to get this one done. Tried it a couple of times. I don't ever pick up Aphrodite on my own. That's a god I only play in Assault and only when I get it. And someone doesn't want it. I won't really try to trade, of course, when I get her, but if someone else wants her, I'm gladly giving it up, because I feel like Aphrodite is probably the character that has the most pressure on her to perform, because other gods, they usually are played on their own, are quite self-reliant, have a certain role, and I feel like as an Aphrodite, you have kind of multiple roles. You also have to keep your team safe by linking to the right targets at the right moments, as well as heal yourself up, heal your team up, use your ultimate at proper moments to deny as much damage or ultimates as you can on a single target. And this makes things very difficult because you're actually kind of responsible for the survival of your teammates, or at least you can try and save them when they're in a peculiar situation where they're focused on by a lot of ultimates. And I feel like she isn't just... Well, it's not like she's bad, but I feel like she will never get to the strong point in most of the games. Because she is one of the mages that is very late game oriented. But also, as you can see, the heal is almost nothing, only 20, about 20 per tick at this moment. So on the lower level, it's just almost... Ooh, that was a rough one. That's going to be... Oh, I was way too early. If I used it as the firing from the Susano came out of his ultimate, I might have been able to save the Kumakana, but he waited with that pretty well. And actually 2 picked up already. But the part that was most unfortunate, in my opinion, was the fact that when the I think it was the Alquine got engaged on, he used Sanctuary to kind of negate the effect of the Poseidon ultimate, which is a good one. But after that, Loki used his ultimate as well. He didn't recognize the fact that the Sanctuary was used, and because of that, he wasted his ultimate as well. Both ultimates into the into the ether, into a sanctuary, and that was really rough because of that you don't have it up anymore. Try to save Loki with a healing ability. It will be a rough one. It is a rough one. 4-0 already, a deficit by a lot. Try to save my teammates, but like I said, I don't heal too much yet, and the ult duration is, in my honest opinion, is in the early game just way too little. You have such a short amount of damage and CC immunity on the ultimate at lower levels that I feel like it isn't very effective. Of course, you can time it well to make it better, and I get that, and you can time it well to deter a good ultimate. Like for instance, if their Alquane uses his ultimate, I can prevent it. Chuck ultimate as well. There is a lot of abilities I can prevent with it, but it's such a short duration in the early game that I feel like it's just not too potent. So you need to get levels as quickly as possible into that ultimate, without a doubt. But like I said, late game character, you need to get as much... ooh, that is unfortunate. I tried to actually link to the Loki. Unfortunately enough, the Poseidon was in my line of sight, got linked to me as I used my ultimate. It's a bit unfortunate. I wasn't able to save that one. Like I said, it is rough, because sometimes when everything is grouped up, you won't be able to get the link on the right target. There's also a cooldown on the link, even if you use it on teammates. So you're not allowed to really switch very quickly between your teammates as well as between your enemies. You can use it as a stun, like I said. Actually, I haven't said it, but you can use it as a stun as well, but it has a huge cooldown and you can't really change your link afterwards. So if you use it in dire situations where you need to stun someone, or if you're sure you won't need to change your link in a long time. And another reason why I feel like she isn't as potent. Because, like I said, she's late game. And you won't usually make it to late game for one reason and one reason only. Well, not one reason only, but the main reason is Weakening Curse. Weakening Curse is very easy to pick up. On the earlier stages, it is almost impossible to deal with. You have your ultimate, that's true, but a bit too early on the ultimate will deter them. Fortunately enough, Chalk is behind us as well, and that is again too picked up by our teammate, well, by our enemies. I was able to survive, and I am able to get away without a doubt, but the fact that so many get picked up so easily is very, very unfortunate. I try my best. I tried to heal the Kumakana when he was picked up. Probably shouldn't have tried that. Because of that, I wasn't able to heal the Loki or the Honor, and because of that, they both died as well. Might have been a little bit better if I didn't try to heal the Kumakana, just let him die. Maybe one of the others would have been saved, but I'm not entirely sure, of course, because the Chalk was behind us. But like I said, it's a bit rough one. She doesn't have any mobility except for the increased movement speed she gets when she's linked. That goes up to a decent amount, so there is a good argument for leveling that one up before you level up your 2, even though your 2 can do a lot of damage and you can use it from a decent distance, depending on where your teammate is at. Leveling up your 3 is definitely mandatory. You need to level that heal up, otherwise you won't be effective in any way. And well, the ultimate, like I said, if you don't level it, you'll have almost 0 duration on it. It's not too it's not very good. So, okay, the build. I'll go for a Shoes of the Focus usually. Cooldown reduction is very important for any healer actually, but I feel like Aphrodite is definitely some that needs it a lot. Ultimate is very good. 3 very good ability. The 2 can be useful as well, but changing links can also be easier with more cooldown reduction. Fortunately enough, Loki got, well, erased on the left side. Was kind of fighting multiple targets, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't notice it. And that's also something I feel like with Aphrodite you need to have a very good awareness of your entire surrounding. And that can be very, very difficult. And at this point, I'll try at least to save him somewhat. Nice Rama snipe, hit the second one as well. And that will result in a death. And I'll try to defend this one, but I think it will be very difficult if the enemy notices that we don't have anything. Well, that I'm out of mana and... Well, it looks like they let us finish it. That's good. If that one gets through as well, it's another 15 points loss. At this point we aren't really behind too far, of course. It's only 40 points. It is not something we can't overcome, but it is rough. Actually didn't die yet, so that's a good thing. I am able to keep myself alive. Also has to do with the item choices I have. I picked up Lotus Crown second, and the main reason is it provides some protections. They have 3 physicals, so the base physical protections that are on it are very good as well. Ooh, a bit late on that heal. I thought he would have been out of range if I used it earlier, and in the end he paid the price. Like I said, I don't play him too often, and Aphrodite too often, actually almost never. So that was quite rough. Like I said, it's not my favorite one. There's just a lot of pressure on you to really perform well. Wow, that damage! Oh my god, he is fat. What? He's 5 and 2. Okay, it's not insane, but damn the damage. I even had the protections, I think, from my Lotus Crown. Lotus Crown good pickup though. Healing myself as well as a teammate for the additional protections. Like I said, and the base physical protections against the 3 physicals they have. But they have a lot of magical burst as well. They have the Yaoquang and the Raijin, and that's a lot. That's an awful lot. Trying to link with the Kumbhakana, healing him up a bit, giving him somewhat of protections. And he is going in again. Makes sense. There is an... Why is he still around? Loki, return to the base, damn it. You are such a low HP, you shouldn't stick around. Even if you have your ultimate, the chance you'll actually survive is very, very low. Was able to pick up that kill. Might able to save the honor with my ultimate. He's able to walk out of the Susano ultimate, so that will save him. The heal will guarantee it as well. So I am able to save someone. That's always something you should try to do, and that's something where Aphrodite is. Even though I feel like she isn't too potent in the current meta, she's very good at bailing someone out. The problem is she's very bad at bailing a lot of people out at the same time. Especially if, for instance, my Loki is in trouble as well as my honor. I really need to make a choice. I can't save them both. I can only save one of them. Unless, of course, one knockback is enough to save them. Then I need to get close and do the knockback. Okay, so I went for more cooldown reduction. I was thinking about going breastplate, but with the breastplate and the lotus crown, I will have barely any magical power and my heal will be very, very bad. You always want to get somewhat of power online to make sure that you can actually properly heal. And with the Cronus Pendant, it's kind of, well, it's a little bit better as for the amount of healing I can do. And it still provides the cooldown reduction I really desperately need. Loki in a bit of a problem. I'll look and see if I can hit my birds on the opponents. Loki might be able to get away if he just runs straight to the base. What is he doing? Come on, go to the base. Oh my god, this Loki. Why is he sticking around? Just why is he, I have no words. He's still around. And he's going to get yeah, okay. He's going to get sniped by the Roma. Okay, this really grind my gear in a very bad way. I used my ultimate on him. I healed him. He had like at least half a minute or a minute to get back to the base and he kept sticking around. It's like, why? Why do you keep sticking around? Go to the base, get yourself up to full health and you won't get one-shotted by any ultimate or ability. Oh well. For additional healing, I picked up the Rod of Asclepius, and it provides me more movement speed as well as some additional power, additional health. A good item overall, in my opinion. Healing up the honor. Whoa, that is it. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect that much of a damage. Holy jeebus. That was insane. I expected some damage, but the damage that came out was just like, and it's gone. And you're gone. Goodbye. And the Kuma as well. It's a Kumakana. He's pretty tanky, but he was from full HP to about 0. Very quickly. Okay, so it's not going too well. I am able to keep myself alive, but I feel like Aphrodite doesn't have too much issues with that anyway. Unless, of course, you are against, say, Odin, then you can give up the game for yourself. And it's basically a try to survive. Try to get yourself out of jail for any way possible. Maybe Kuma can get away. He's probably going to get away. I'll just try and heal up the honor so he doesn't get killed by the Aoquang, because Aoquang can deal a lot of damage. Ooh, that is very unfortunate. If I hit that stun, it would have been almost guaranteed a kill. Probably a kill. Oh, nice. Okay, at least I've baited his ultimate. I knew he was probably going to go for the ultimate because I think his 2 was on cooldown. He used his 3, or I think he used them both. I'm not entirely sure, but I was in threshold. He didn't have any abilities up. And so you have a little bit of time when he hits you with that ultimate stun to kind of do something about it. Beats, Gap Shield, Aphrodite ultimate for instance. And I used it. I think that's definitely in our advantage because the Aoquang ultimate is a lot longer cooldown if he doesn't build any cooldown reduction than my ultimate. Especially since I already have 30% cooldown reduction. So that's in our favor. But like I said, rough game. They didn't even get the weakening curse just yet, I think. Well, I'm not sure entirely if they have it. Maybe one. I haven't seen it used too much. I think they have it, but they haven't used it too many times. So, I did pick up Sprint to kind of counter that. So in this moment I will not have any issues with it. But especially in, for instance, Conquest, when you play Aphrodite, if someone picks up the weakening curse at level 1, until you're level 5, you can't do anything against the weakening curse. So that's just very, very difficult to deal with. And something you can use a lot, Issue 2, to kind of deal the damage from a distance. Something I need to kind of try at least is leveling up my 1 before I level up my 2. With that, I will have more escapability and provide more movement speed to my teammate as well. And especially when you're, for instance, with a good basic attack assassin, like for instance a Kali or something like that, it is extremely powerful. Let's see, can I at least try to save the Loki? Does look like I can heal him. If he just walks, oh, he used his, okay. He really needs to walk to the base. Like, I healed him. He can just walk through the axe from the chalk. If he just walks in a, like it's, I'm sorry, I was a bit frustrated in this game, but because of the Loki. I mean, you can just walk in a straight line. I healed you. He was linked to me. He had additional movement speed, but instead he kind of wibble wobbles, gets hit by a ultimate from chalk while he uses his invisibility. And if you don't know it, if you use a silence on Loki's invisibility, you'll actually get a well, CC'd out of your invisibility. Even silence can do that. So that's also a very, very important. Ooh, that's unfortunate. It was a bit late on my 3. But you can also get silenced out of it. So he used it, got silenced immediately, and doesn't have it online anymore. As well as, well, things. Ooh, Kumakana passive. Actually, Alquang did use his ultimate, but there's nothing I can do anymore. Actually, this is an interesting one. If I use my ultimate on a Kumakana that is in his passive, can it still reduce his passive stacks? Interesting question. Probably something I could check. Maybe for Smith buses or something like that. Because that is an interesting one. Because you can deny some of the basics if he's in his passive, if it works. And potentially save his life. Oh god, I fat fingered my beads. Oh well, I haven't been forced to use it too many times just yet, luckily enough. Of course, there are a few that I can use it for. The Chalk ultimate as well as the Alquang ultimate, when I don't have my own ultimate up. So that is a huge use for it. That's unfortunate. They tried to fight on the left side. We're behind by a decent amount. Mostly, well, not too much. If you look at the gold, if you look at the levels, it's not too much of a difference, except that we have a level 19 Loki. Not sure how, but okay. And it's just that I don't feel like they have a lot more gold than we do, but I feel like they have very strong late game characters. Raijin does an insane amount of damage. Alquang, Susanoo does a lot of damage all game, I feel. Rama, good amount of damage as well, especially later in this game. Only Chalk is not really too threatening. At this point we are behind by a lot, and it's probably going to result in a loss, unless of course we can get a lot of kills without dying ourselves. And since, well, yeah, if I've seen the course of this game, I don't think that we'll be able to, you know, win this one. But we'll never give up. We can continue to try and get this one. Kumakana going very deep for that kill. I'll try to link to him, use my 2. Actually, he already has it. I healed up the Kumakana. Try to heal up, sprint use on her. My ultimate will make sure that the axe at least doesn't hit the chalk axe doesn't hit the honor. I'm not sure if he would have been able to dodge it, so my ult was just kind of to guarantee that it didn't get hit, because it would have been enough to kill him. Especially since I wasn't able to heal him up just yet. I feel like it's going pretty decent in my opinion. Like, I almost never play Aphrodite. That's something you kind of have to take into consideration with this one. Like I said, there are a couple of reasons. She's very late game. There's a lot of pressure on her when it comes to saving teammates. She kind of gets focused in some matchups, If you look... Ooh, that's unfortunate. He actually moved the other way. For instance, if you're against Odin, it is terrible. There are some other options. And an early weakening curse is very, very bad as well to deal with. Might be able to save the honor. I still have my ultimate. Ooh, nice Kraken actually hitting the Raijin in the face. Will be able to pick up the double kill. Well done. Definitely a good one. Let's see, can I at least try and... Well, this should be fine. Chuck does retreat. I don't think we'll have a good opportunity to kill him, but that heal definitely came in on time. And now you can see I do an insane amount of healing. 150 per tick is a lot. I can only heal one single target at a time, but with that Rod to Hootie, I definitely have an insane amount of additional healing. And unfortunately enough, Loki gets picked up for the last kill. And, well, we lost. But as you can see, when it comes to a later stage, I had more healing. 150 per tick is a lot. I think that's a total of 900 health with one ability, which is insane amount of healing. Actually got an achievement, no idea what it is, I don't really care too much. Decent amount of damage, not too much to be honest, 13k. I was more focused on the healing, and healing was pretty decent. But, wow, that Loki. Oh my god, I didn't know it was that bad. A 0 in 16 Loki. Okay, well, that kind of makes sense that we lost in such a dramatic way. Like, I don't like to say someone is kind of the reason we lost, but in this game I really feel like it's obvious. I actually saved him 2 times as well, and potentially 3 or 4 times, but he just kept staying around for some reason. So, oh man, that's really, really bad. It's not even like he has gained all the assists. I have most assists on the team with 15. I don't know, man. It feels bad. Not a huge fan of the Kuma build as well. If you look at the Kuma build, he picked up Mantle of Discord's 2nd item, and it's so expensive that you take a very long time to get anything else going. He then went for the Height of the Ocean. If he swapped those around, it would have been a lot better already. But this also kind of explains why he got bursted so quickly at one stage in the game. And I didn't even expect that, because he had so little amount of items online yet. Because he bought the Mantle of Discord so early. Poseidon played very well, was able to keep himself alive a lot. I didn't even have to really bother to look at him too much. I healed him a couple of times, but nothing more than that. And he's 7-1-7, so definitely worked out great for him. Picked up Gem. I like Gem in Assault. It's not Assault, in Arena. Actually, I like Gem in any game mode. Poseidon is very good with Gem. Honor was very aggressive, died a lot of times with, well, he died 8 times. Got a good amount of kills for it in return as well, so I feel like he did pretty decent. Kumba, his play was very well. I feel like he was a lot of initiating a lot in the front line. I feel like his build could have some work. As for the in the order what you buy them, or maybe just the items altogether. I'm not a huge fan of Gem on Kumba, but I guess that's all preference. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this game. Like I said, Aphrodite, not really my character. Too much of a late game character. Can be very potent. Struggles to get to the late game. That's the most important part. Very high struggle to get to the late game. Weakening Curse is a very good counter that can be picked up at level 1 for nothing, for free. And there are just a lot of things she has difficulties dealing with. Mostly if you have a team that's really... if you only have to heal 1, for instance a Kali, she is insane. If you have ever played 2 versus 2, try the Kali Aphrodite lane, because that is insane. That's a lot of survivability. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this request. If you have if you have any other requests as for gods, game mode, or builds, please let me know in the comments down below. And as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.